Israel and Palestine and Lebanon Gaza War 2 turnover. In case you learned something, the news is next.
Leanne forget WCTR News unfair and skewed for you in the top stories. Everyone is trying to kill you, but at least you're not in a world war to Gaza bomb. Yet disgraced movie star Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu broke his silence recently following his on-air murder. Palestine Gaza host Ismail Haniyeh died. See Ismail Haniyeh bomb assassinated. Iran bomb Israel force. Richard Burns. See Gaza bomb all today. Palestine.
That's right, Lee, and I am Richard Burns. See, bomb is real, as Hezbollah confirmed the death of its chief, Hassan Nasrallah.
Oh my God!
Iran tightened the security bomb. Tehran's emergency move hours after a IDF strike kills Nasrallah. Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. Reuters, citing officials, said Khamenei had been shifted to a secure location. Paul Walker and Joseph Stalin. No See Kula Diamond episode 37. Paul Walker and Joseph Stalin and XXXTentacion and Kobe Bryant. No See Kula Diamond.
We gon' roll, homie, or what?
Well, hey there, Missy. That place is the worst. I got better things to do with my time.
Come on, dude, roll with me. You wanna roll with me? For the grove, dude. You gotta put work in. Families for life, homie. You down? You gonna represent the set now, homie?
Next up on WCTR, the news, we try to make it interesting and not depressing.
This is Leanne forget WCTR News. Foreigners are coming. Who are they and why should we care? The FDA warns shampoo is killing your unborn child. Plus protests continue outside the Zebra Bar Candy Company now for traffic and transit with Richard Burns.
That's right, Leanne. I'm Richard Burns. The aftermath of the devastating earthquake continues. Travel is still severely restricted. Casualties, which is truly unfortunate, as it makes for incredibly boring news. The federal government is still refusing aid to help rebuild bridges, and everyone is blaming each other. The governor is threatening to bomb Australia despite scientific proof it wasn't their fault. Richard Burns, WCTR.
Police say gang trouble is on the rise again, especially in Los Santos. Forces believe it is linked to the rising drugs trade, while others blame the fascist pig. Also in gang news, customs officials report a huge influx of Russian mobsters and cheap weapons since the fall of the wall. The governor office said everything is okay. In Vinewood News, rapper Mad Dog was celebrating the launch of his new clothing line. Richard caught up with him.
Thing about Mad Dog is I'm thinking about becoming a superstar. I mean, you know, I've done everything I can do in the rap game. I won shit hands down. Nobody can handle me, you know. Lifetime champ, no shit. Can I say shit?
Oh, hey man, it's cool.
That's cool. Okay, no shit. I got clothes. I got labels coming out. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing drinks. I got shoes, tires, rims, thinking, you know, next day just being a full-on superstar. You know? You get to wear a tight suit and nail a lot of tail, you dig? You know what I do in real life. Ought to get me a drink though right now, cause I'm thirsty, you know.
What a troubled man. Sounds like he should lay off the sauce. Also today, a Tourette's theater group banned from the park unless they take up mine. And finally, in foreign news, a suspected U.S. agent was caught in Panama selling weaponry to right-wing guerrillas, causing a major incident. But we plan mostly to gloss over the implications and hope you enjoy some sporting activity tonight. The State Department is advising against foreign travel. This was Leanne forget WCTR News. Let's be careful out there.
Turn over in case you learned something. The news is next.
Leanne forget WCTR News unfair and skewed for you in the top stories. Everyone is trying to kill you, but at least you're not in prison yet. Disgraced movie star Jack Howitzer broke his silence recently following his on-air murder of radio host Billy Dexter, facing trial and a possible death sentence. Howitzer spoke to Richard. WCTR would like to be clear. We did pay for this interview.
That's right, Leanne. I am Richard Burns here in Los Santos prison. As we all know, since politicians stopped musicians from coming here about shooting your woman on drugs, everyone is now questioning their sexuality. Jack Howitzer, you're facing a death sentence. How do you feel about that?
I broke out of a POW camp in Korea, all right? So I'll be out of here soon.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That was a movie, and it wasn't real.
Oh no, it was real. I'm a veteran of over 40 films, but I've got a different Ho Chi. Now say hello to the newsman, Ho Chi.
Hey, hello, Jack Howitzer.
You want me to kill you like the last Ho Chi? Say it like an Asian girl.
He-wo hi.
Well, Jack Howitzer, that is a fine prison bitch. Where can I get one of those? Haha. Richard Burns, WCTR News.
The trial of allegedly disgraced police officers Frank Tenpenny and Eddie Pulaski began yesterday, although Mr. Pulaski was not at court personally. Prosecutors maintain both are guilty of murder, racketeering, drug running, and sexual offenses. Defense maintain officers are just doing their job. Government officials are denying any knowledge of black helicopters that were recently seen flying over the state.
Black helicopters. How? What black helicopters?
That clears it up. A Las Venturas institution, Caligula is forced to admit that it was recently robbed. It's the first major heist carried out on a Venturas casino. In 30 years, government officials are not ruling out foul play. Meanwhile, no explanation has been forthcoming as to why the Sherman stopped generating electricity for a few hours recently. One bystander blamed aliens who drink electricity before deflowering virgins. I'm Leanne Forget. WCTR News, it's gone.
Talk about my heart.
Why do men just repeat back what you say and never listen? Are you brain dead, Brian?
Oh, actually, it's ironic that you say that. It's because my wife's been brain dead for years.
Oh, so sorry. I seemed all insensitive for a second there, possibly ruining my career. Would it help if I slept with you?
Probably not, dude, though. She wouldn't even notice. I get away with it all the time now. Even after I did it with her sister. Actually, our relationship is better than ever. I mean, the passion is amazing. It makes one of a new person each time. If she was back to the way she was before the accident, I'd put her in a coma myself. I mean, it's fantastic.
That's very informative. You know, last night, I wondered what it would be like to be brain dead. Then I watched My Five Uncles. God, I loved living that house. Remember, a heart can mend, but a divorce lasts forever. Unless he makes you a widow. Hello?
Yeah, hello, Lord Hunt. I was just calling up there because I was listening and I figured out, that I could help out.
Traveler, and this is the Wild Traveler.
That's a
We're discussing the world and all of its many pleasures. Let me put it like this. Why have a hot dog from an uncaring vendor by the bathroom when you can attend a beer-guzzling marathon in Germany with enormous men and taste a wonderful German's Wurst? The world is full of incredible things, and you can discover them for yourself. Come along, I'll take you there.
Paul Walker and Joseph Stalin and XXXTentacion and Kobe Bryant. No Kula Done.
It was dusk, and the sun bled red over the city in Thailand as Chen brought me a sparkling water. A delicate, handsome, lovely young boy. A world of possibilities. But war is folly, and we can only unite by visiting these epochs of culture, where a man can be himself, smoke cigarettes, dress in gladiator clothing if he likes. We mustn't force our way and culture upon other peoples. Rather, breathe it in, become part of it. Maybe Hemingway was right about love. Maybe Ford was. We're all fighting inside to let a wild creature mate in the brain. I travel, therefore I am. This is a show that embraces culture from around the world. Let's take our first caller. Hello.
Yeah, I totally agree with you about Australia. And you're right, the moon is shit. Also, I was thinking of visiting Colombia. Do you have any recommendations?
Oh, yes, fantastic forms of recreation to be had in Colombia. It's a blizzard of excitement. The rails are great. Bolivia's not bad either. Or Peru. You'll be surprised to find out how the party never stops.
How's the food?
How are you?
I mean, I got war, famine, depression, and pollution right here on my doorstep. And parents, don't let kids Euro-rail after college. They'll come back with ludicrous misconceptions about healthcare, charity, and civilization. Europe is not the real world. This is.
Well, I love to slum about in a dirty youth hostel with communal showers as much as the next man. Sometimes more. But I have to agree, Europe is overrated. Eastern Europe was good for a few years after the wall came down, but even there the police are too strict. You just can't let your hair down. There are far more unexplored pleasures to be had in the Far East. Next caller, you're on the Wild Traveler.
Hey, I've been listening to you go on and on about traveling. Do you know how expensive it is to fly to Asia? Russia saw the light. They're all coming here to set up crime families and run numbers. South America, everyone went extinct there. They have less culture there than the content of my toilet bowl. Rainforest, schmainforest. And Mexico, if I wanted to be that close to my ancient ancestors, I'd be banging my mother-in-law instead of my wife's best friend.
Look, we can fight like beasts or agree to disagree. I'm sure the summit of your aspirations in life is a cheerleader with fake guns, but some of us think a little more exotically than this. Next caller, vamos, buenos dias and noches. If you don't smile, I won't deep. Honor!
Paul Walker and Joseph Stalin.
Sorry, got lost for a second. Speak.
Hey, I love this show. I'm a huge fan. I visit all the places you recommended, and in a lot of them, they're still talking about you. I even saw posters of you in the customs booth at the airport in the Philippines. You rock!
And no doubt, I love Manila. Had a great time.
But that show you did last week, what was the name of that spiritual center in Vegas?
This time, I'm Dr. Phillips.
And I'm also Dr. Phillips. Today on the show, do cave paintings in museums make us violent?
The anti-beef movement. Both Hitler and Mussolini were vegetarians.
And we take on the highly charged debate about test tube babies and actually talk to one.
I have flashbacks. Go to hysterics in science class. You know what it's like growing up in a beaker?
That's all today on I Say, You Say.
Paul Walker and Joseph Stalin and
We share last names, but I'm Peyton, that's my wife Mary, and this is I Say, You Say, where left is right and right is wrong.
Or where East meets West, and the West always wins. That wall came down, darling.
Yes, unfortunately it did. I don't know if you saw today's news, so who is in the right in this great dialectical disaster? Is it, as I think, a case of share and share alike, love your fellow man and all wear matching jumpsuits, or working on the hydroponic farm growing potatoes, or kill or be killed, crush the weak and starve the poor, as my wonderful wife. You decide, or let us decide for you. Give us a call and let my wife, a professor in social Darwinism, or me, a lecturer in pointless anthropology, work things out.
That's the problem with liberals. They don't know when to shut up and enjoy freedom. Let's go to the phones.
Yeah, hi. Here's the deal. I'm really funny, but nobody wants to hire somebody funny. I mean, how is that fair? I mean, I'm white, middle class, very erudite, whatever that means, but people just respond badly to me. I don't understand it.
Are you related to my husband?
I don't think so.
I hope not. Have you got a question about politics?
Yeah, sure. I know a lot about politics. Hey, can I do your job? I used to be on the radio.
Death Sea Police this car.
Death Sea Police this car's 5 can seat ballast.
Dang, I'm a smoker. This used to be a free country.
When?
Good point, Dolly. God, you're good. Yes, good point. Remember, our founding fathers ruled through battle. Lax stressful stints of genocide and witch burning. And you're so against raising taxes. Smokers pay more taxes than anyone. My grandfather smoked his whole life. And he lived until he was 32. So what I'm saying is, why can't we encourage more smoking and use the money to pay for better health care and some cultural programs, bringing expressive dance and sun worship back to the inner cities?
Worrying about the inner city has ruined your academic career. And this woolly thinking is going to ruin your chances of getting anywhere with me tonight.
Promise?
The thing is, smoking is good because it lets people make a lot of money, but so is selectively culling the population. So what I'm proposing is a change in the proposition. Let people smoke, but make cigarettes much cheaper and force everyone to smoke. That way we weed out the weak, make a lot of money in tax, and keep our national heritage intact.
Line 2, you're on I Say, You Say.
I listen every time to your show. It really made me think about the world in a whole new way. I moved out of the city because it sucks. Now I live in a compound surrounded by barbed wire and shoot and kill anyone I don't recognize on my land. Just want to say thank you. That's some quality broadcasting.
Yeah, thanks. That makes me feel a lot better about myself. Have you got a question?
Yeah, I got corpses from 15 illegal immigrants in my yard. I killed them all myself with my bare hands. Did I get a tax break for all this unpaid work?
Good question. I would certainly hope so. Ask your accountant if you can register them as dependents. Then hide most of your net worth offshore in a complex money laundering system designed to support the drugs trade. Then you can pay virtually no tax.
You gotta be shitting me.
Hey, listen to Derek Zachary, don't shit on no one. But I do like to piss on my seat and at my seat too. Not really on it, so stay out of the way.
Now tell me, the 5 game, that ain't rigged, is it?
Of course course not. Hey, how could anything professional be fake? Hey, there's too much money at stake for one thing. I mean, these guys got too much to lose. I mean, why is a guy gonna take a dive for a few extra million when he could earn that over a number of years getting his brain turned to pulp? Be serious for a minute. The clock is counting down again. It's time for Derek to head to the locker room and celebrate in the shower. We'll see you next time. Bring a cooler full of beers and get ready to riot. This has been the Tight End Zone.
Judge, I'm wearing a black dress on.
And this is WCTR, proving that radio is better than TV. That's the show men with large guts love.
Deal with your ignorance in 1 minute flat. Complex issues in 60 seconds. WCTR.
Do you have any idea what I'm doing?
Coming up next, the most mind-numbing thing since the lobotomy. Entertaining America.
The deceit and this week on Entertaining America, Richard Goblin, one man's triumphant return to cock. The Sherman octuplets, a Venturis man says he's slept with them all. Plus, noise, speed, danger, cursing, and patriotism finally come together this weekend at the All-America Drunk Driving Cup. Hi from Vinewood, you're on Entertaining America with me, Billy Dexter, bringing you everything that is important in culture and entertainment, if there is a difference between the two, from the heart of entertainment in America, Vinewood, San Andreas. You with me, the Dex. Wanted to call the show Stack the Dex, but not yet. Kiflum. Anyway, great. Big show for you this week. Controversy, they'll be giving me a Pulitzer. Anyway, today, we've got some great guests. First up, we speak to troubled action hero Jack Howitzer. Then we have a live phone link up with a very special guest, modern-day Lazarus, a man back from the grave, now making it as an extra in major motion pictures. Then, I will explain the secrets of the universe to everyone. But first up, Stack the Decks, in which I, Billy Dexter, meet the entertainers in the news. Kiflum. Jack Howitzer, once the biggest star in America, but the last 3 years have been unkind. People describe him as a dinosaur, an action hero relic from the 80s, a muscle-bound Neanderthal, and my favorite, the most stupid gorilla in the jungle. Jack, welcome to the show. Kiflum.
Good to be here, Dex. Pleasure.
Yeah, so your movies Exploder and Annihilator got America through some tough times, and I was also a huge fan of 0 Seconds to Death Time.
Thank you.
But many say your new film has gone too far.
No, this is a romantic comedy. Drama, it's got action, it's got a heart. That's what's most important, I think.
Okay, well, let's take a listen to the trailer.
All right, let's roll that. He was a man at war with himself, fighting a war that someone else lost.
It's over, Tim! The war's over!
It's never over! You've seen him wipe out millions of Cambodians in Exploder. Now, Jack Howitzer is Tim in his most challenging role yet.
We're here, Tim!
A preschool for slow children?
You're the new teacher, Tim!
Special needs cop. It's the story of a psychotic ex-Marine showing tough love to special ed kids. One of you tards has been running Peruvian flake through the special ed school, and I'm gonna find it. No juice and cookies!
You suck, Tim!
But soon, he becomes one of them.
What is this?
That's Teacher's gun. You wanna see it? Cool. Oh, you got it, shot yourself. Way to go!
Oh, and you look at
He was finally beginning to live a normal life. Then, all hell breaks loose.
Tim, you're so stupid. You count with your fingers.
You want to party with me? Bring it on!
What are you doing?
I fought for my country! Welcome to the land of freedom, bitches!
Best friend, even though he's a guy, you know,
Special needs cop. He had a lot to learn. This film cannot be rated.
Wow, that's terrible! No wonder our studios are surrounded by protesters.
How could anybody find that offensive?
No, Jack, it's appalling. Your insensitive portrayal of disabled people makes me physically sick, and the idea of you calling someone slow-witted is, frankly, laughable.
Hold on. Drugs are a problem throughout all of society, and I fight them by any means necessary.
Yeah, but you use drugs.
No, I'd rather die than use drugs. I use steroids and some recreational blow, but I got the funds for it. You know, I got the money.
Yeah, don't you think you're just a little out of touch.
Whoa. Yeah, I'm rich and I work in Vinewood, okay? I'm not out of touch. Action, weightlifting, and killing foreigners. That never goes out of style, Dex. My last film, okay, Loincloth, about a wrestler who's dropped into Thailand and I saved the world by teabagging the bad guys. That's a spiritual picture. That's love teabagging. That stuff ain't out of style.
Yeah, things are more sensitive now.
I was affected. But you're Billy Dexter. Who put you up to this? Gorbachev?
No. You should calm down.
I heard what you said about me. You think steroids shrank my genitals.
No!
You said
No! Put the gun down.
My balls?
Please! I'm sure you have huge ones.
That's right.
Please stop.
Come on, they haven't shrunk. Touch them.
No.
Feel them.
No.
Come on, sniff them. Do something.
No.
Touch them or die. They're still big.
Oh, God. They're huge,
That's
Jack.
right.
Yeah, Mom.
Easy,
Mommy.
hey. Don't grab them like that. Oh, boy, I was kidding. What are you, a boyfriend of mine or something? Hey.
You had me scared there for a minute. I crapped myself.
Take it easy. It's not even loaded.
You just wonder, what if?
Oh, Dex. Oh, shit. Oh, well, I guess it was. Oh, okay, Billy, don't kid around. Get up, boy. Get up, come on. Damn it, his brain is leaking. Help! Oh, there's only one thing to do. I gotta defend freedom. No time to cry. Only time to die. Welcome to the land of freedom, bitches!
Who wants to hear about your problems? Hey, dude, that's show business, okay? It's about reality these days, not entertainment, okay? Because I gotta tell you, once you've flown first class, it sucks to take the bus again.
Explosions.
Hanging from the trees. This accident is really cool.
WCTR.
That's why I got all these addictions. Bring back that vegetarian guy!
Hello?
Hey, it's me, Jonathan.
I don't know a Jonathan.
Yeah, that's the name they gave me at the orphanage after you put me up for adoption. How could you give me away?
Bring the family together again. San Andreas Telephone for those difficult conversations.
If you're into exploring exotic places and forbidden fruit, stay tuned. It's The Wild Traveler. Next.
Hello, I'm James Badiston, world traveler, and this is The Wild Traveler. From Peru to San Andreas in 8 days by balloon. Often while lounging around garden parties, we forget the brave workers worldwide who toil day and night for the products we consume. Some are even so dedicated to our happiness they carry products in balloons shoved inside themselves to be a balloon, floating, mesmerizing. We go to the phones. Yes, we do.
I can't believe you actually recommended we go to Barbados on our honeymoon. It was revolting. There were poor people. I live in Vinewood to be away from poor people.
Barbados is lovely.
Look, I want to be very clear. I'm not racist. Just careful.
Okay.
I like all-inclusive resorts where you can drink as much as you want, be around other people from San Andreas, and the only interaction you have with the locals is if you need a cocktail or some spice in the bedroom with your husband.
Well, that sounds lovely. With people like you, it's no wonder we don't bother curing cancer. Next caller, you're on The Wild Traveler.
Yeah, it's funny. You go on and on about other countries, but you live here. America rules, you commie. Eat me.
Well, we've been trying. Tom, you're on the line.
I'm so sick.
Going to get worse, trust me.
Next, see Crazy Dave Team US Gang, former Team Big Gang. See Crazy Dave News next.
This is Leanne for Get WCTR News and Cami and Jury.